welcome, podcast listeners. This is number 233 of the Fret Talk podcast. Yes, number 233, not episode, number. This is your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, who starting as I mean to go on, I will be waffling tonight. I promise you that. Or this morning, depending on you'll be listening to this in the morning. You definitely will. You heard a giggle coming from none other than Mr. Matt Quine. So hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Way.
And
let's introduce our other hosts for today. There. That's it. It's just us.
That's all you've got.
That's it. Yeah. Oh,
we scared him away.
We did. Lee he's not feeling too well this week. So I've given him the week off, unpaid, of course. But I've given him the week off. And Josh did say that he'd come on today, but
he did. But then I'd said that I'd need it pushed back in time, and I don't know whether he's just thought, "Fuck it, I'm going to bed."
I mean, that thought had crossed my mind as well. But hey ho, the pod must go on. So it is episode number 233. We've done so many of these. It's unbelievable that this is such a long running show. We will start the way that we usually do with what we've been up to. So how you been, Matt?
Yeah, good. I did something last night that I haven't done since the start of December, and I played with other musicians in a room, and it's weird. We did a band practice.
I mean, I'm glad you qualified that, because I was imagining you playing D&D or something.
No, but yeah, like for the first time the 4th of December was my last gig.
Nice.
And actually, we were looking at the calendar for the band that I was practicing with last night. We haven't played together since October.
Oh, shit, son.
It's the middle of October since I've played with these guys. So yeah, we've got a gig in March, and we were like, oh, we should get together and see if we remember any songs.
Yeah, I know those feelings.
And the first thing we did was I played a solo in the wrong key. I started in the wrong key. I don't know why, but we were playing Go Your Own Way, and the solo is in B flat major, and I played it in B major. I was like, this sounds shit. Oh.
Yeah.
I played the second one in the right key.
Oh yeah, I did that, pretty much that exact same thing, but in front of an audience before Christmas. With that exact song as well. Yeah, we were playing like we were opening for an open mic night kind of thing. A pretty established kind of blues rock pub, and it was one of these kind of showcases that we were doing to like promote the band to get some more bookings.
Yeah.
So like our usual like 2.5 hour set was at best like 40 minutes. So maybe like 5 songs, something like that. I opened the first song, which was generic blues riff in E, was supposed to be Lenny Kravitz, and I ended up playing Tina Turner. And we all ran with that. So that was crisis averted. We just ended up playing this Tina Turner song. And then at the end of the set, I ended up playing the solo in the wrong key and just audibly went, shit. So, yeah. But it was, they loved it.
It was only the first solo. So it was the first solo. And, you've got to like slide away from, I'm playing with him as well. So I'm sliding away from an F chord, and I'm supposed to start at, I can't even remember. Is it a C note, the first note? I can't remember. But whatever it was, I was one note up, and I was like, this sounds really weird. And I looked down, and I'm like, I'm in the wrong place. Move.
Yeah.
But by that point, you've stopped playing because you're like, that sounds awful. And then you're like, where am I supposed to be from now? Because I know this in the order that it's in. But if I've got to stop and start again, where do I start?
Yeah, you've got the muscle memory for it. It's one of those where you turn your brain off, and if your brain has to re-engage because you're in the wrong key, you're like, well, this has fucked everything.
Yeah. But yeah, it went all right, and yeah, like I say, it was just a practice, and actually, our singer is isolating because he's going skiing on holiday, but the rest of us thought we'd get together just because,
Yeah.
yeah,
not the cobwebs off.
So yeah,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, it was good. I really enjoyed playing music with people again.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's quite fun, isn't it? Doing this whole music lark.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh dear. Yeah, we've got a gig on Friday actually, so tomorrow.
Nice.
And in our band calendar, which it ends up being the bane of my existence because I've got about 4 calendars synced to mine now. It said that we were having a rehearsal this week. We didn't have that rehearsal this week. So, like, the first time that we've played as a band live altogether since the start of December.
Yeah.
So there will be a few squeaky bum moments.
Yeah, I'm sure there will. You just have to go with it.
I will, yeah.
What you don't want to do is go fuck down the microphone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they've trusted me with a microphone now because they want me to do backing vocals, and like those kind of things will happen. Occasionally, I'll get the solo wrong, and I will say fuck. We're all adults here. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about like putting new songs in the set, and then we were thinking about it. And we're like, well, actually, we're probably only going to get 2 rehearsals in before our next gig. We haven't played together for 3 months at this point. We're going to have a 3-week break where one of the guys is in a local performance of a show, and then another one of the guys is in Jersey seeing his family, and then we've got like literally 2 weeks until the gig. Like, so we'll get maybe 2 rehearsals in. We probably don't want to be adding things. We probably want to be going over things that we haven't played for 5 months.
Yeah, adding polish to those rusty tracks rather than throwing a spanner in the works.
Which was really frustrating because as I got there, the keyboard player was playing "Hold the Line" by Toto, and I really want to do it, but we were like, yeah, we probably shouldn't add new things just yet. And then I was listening to some music on Spotify on the way home, and it was just on a shuffled playlist. And Sir Duke came on by Stevie Wonder, and I was like, oh, that'd be fucking great to play. I don't have to do any of the complicated nonsense. I'm going to suggest that.
Would you not have to do the horn part?
I mean, I might have to. Well, the keyboard player.
Yeah, but
he's a horn.
He's also comping chords as well while he's doing that. He's doing some heavy lifting there.
Yeah, it's the horns and the bass, so I might have to do that. But I just really enjoy that song, so I think we should put that in the set. But I think that might go down like a lead balloon. It's
an absolute feel good jam, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it'd go down well if we actually managed to pull it off.
Yeah,
I think trying to get the guys to pull it off might go down like a lead balloon.
Yeah, the whole convincing others that they want to put in a lot of time and effort to.
Yeah, do you want to spend three rehearsals in a row trying to perfect one funk song?
I see. I mean, we've got a few Stevie tracks in our set list.
Let me guess. Superstition?
No. Oh, our whole thing is that we play the lesser known hits. I say lesser known from Stevie Wonder. That's still quite well known. Yeah. So we do. I Was Made to Love Her. We do Master Blaster, and I think there's a third one that we do.
You should probably know that.
Not great, is it? It's not a great
gig tomorrow night.
That's it. I don't think any of the ones that are tough are in tomorrow. I know we've definitely got Master Blaster, and I habitually put minor chords where there should be Dom sevenths. So
fine.
I'll have to watch out for that.
Basically the same thing, isn't it?
I mean, there's it's
got a root and a fifth.
It has. It's also got a minor seventh, but it's that third with the semitone difference, which causes a jarring, ear chalkboard nails kind of thing. But yeah, so yeah, we do that one, and that one's got it's got kind of Sir Duke style single note runs as well.
Yeah.
But fortunately, that's the bassist and the keyboard player that do that. So get in. Like, have a keyboard player. It makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely. What you really want is what I've got in the other band, which is a guitarist who also plays the keyboards. So anytime anything like that gets suggested, oh, you can do that bit on the keyboards.
Yep.
Just smile and nod. Just like, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I just get to do a little dance while they're having their moment. Doing the I'm just like, yeah, I'm feeling this. But Stevie Wonder tune's wicked. And we've got Hold the Line in tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I mean, I could throw it in straight away, but I don't think anybody else had tried to play it before, so it's like, yeah, no, let's not then try and learn that. Because I mean, I think it'd be fairly quick to throw that in. I don't think there's too much complex stuff going on there.
No, it's as far as Toto goes, it's
about the most simple Toto song.
Yeah, it's very straightforward, isn't it? Yeah, we were trying to hash out Africa last rehearsal, and fuck me, that is complex.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 4 or 5 goes at Africa, and every time we were just like, we're getting close to a gig, let's just drop it for now, we'll have another go at it again, and then you like leave it for 4 months, and then it's like starting again from scratch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those that you just have to keep constantly chipping away at it until.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is, even if you can do it, there's like 4-part harmonies in there. If you actually listen, there's like 2 acoustic guitars and 3 electric guitars, and they're all doing something slightly different. So it's never going to sound as produced as it needs to. And
no, that's the thing with Toto, isn't it? They were very much like a big stadium band.
Yeah, and then, like you look at all of their like videos and all of their like, you know, professional photo shoots, and there's like 4 of them, and then you see them on stage with like 15 people, and there's 8 guitarists.
That's it. Massive stage full of people.
Like, I thought there was just Steve Lukather on guitar. What are the other 4?
That's it. You're struggling to see where they are. Like he's definitely a member. Maybe. Like,
don't recognise it.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, kind of the throwing in new tracks thing has kind of bled over into something that I did this week as well. Because like we mentioned on the last one, we mentioned Africa was being attempted. I'm not going to say that we did it, but it was attempted. But we also tried "Smooth" by Santana.
Yeah.
And that led me onto a little bit of a tone chasing journey.
I saw the video that was released on PBOD.
Indeed. It's like when you listen to the tone that I've come out with, you'd think, no. But if you listen, like if you compare it to...
I did then go away and listen, because I was like, that's nothing like what I did when we tried to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, it's not just all out fucking tone rolled off loads of gain.
Yeah.
It's just what in my head, that's Santana.
Yeah, it's like the tone that I came out with was frighteningly close, considering it was 1 guitar, and in the original track there's clearly 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's a lot of. I'm not going to mention what it is as well, but there's a very secret ingredient, isn't there?
Yeah.
And you go, no, that can't be right. You like that does not scream,
especially not in the way that he's used it either. Like, just. You'd think if he's going to use that, it would be in the opposite position, the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a couple of tricks in it which really make like the harmonic content pop out, like it makes it really present, and that was a surprise to me when I listened to it. But yeah, because of that, the video is not doing as well as it usually would on PBOD. Because I think people are listening to it and going, nah, that's not right.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Like quitting halfway through the video. He fucking doesn't know what he's talking about. But I do, honest. I mean, it's an approximation. It's not bang on because, like I say, there are two guitars and one is playing, like, it doubles bits an octave higher in certain bits of phrases.
Yeah.
So,
but it does drop in and out, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, especially on that first, like the opening lick. The second time it comes around, it does the octave higher, and you can really hear, like, the guitar signal being run through a really, really fucking loud amp.
Yeah.
Because it's getting that kind of harmonic squeal feedback. But yeah. So, I mean, I've done that. I've also, no, pardon me, I've also recorded a No Talk All Tone for tomorrow. So it'll be last week as this podcast is released. That I swore that I'd already done. And it's given me a little bit of an existential crisis because I now am questioning all of the pedals that are on my shelf.
You're going to have to go back through your YouTube channel and type in the names of the pedals just to see whether you've done it or not.
That's it. I mean, this is where, like, being an absolute nerd and keeping a spreadsheet would have been handy. But
spreadsheets are everybody's best friend.
Yeah, I'm now, I think it's like 120 videos in the No Talk All Tone series. So I'm 120 videos deep. So it does sound like a lot of work. So
yeah, you see,
just
you're clearly not one of these spreadsheet people, whereas, like, budgeting, I don't do any of that nonsense on a spreadsheet. But when I'm playing Football Manager, I've got like 3 on the go of, like, this is my current squad, this is what I want my squad to look like at the end of the transfer window, and this is what it is at the middle, at the minute, and, like, on 3 different tabs just to try and keep track of stuff. So yeah, I'm a spreadsheet person. Like, that's what I would have literally just gone, right, these are all the pedals that I've got. This is the order that I want to do them in, and then just color them as you release the videos.
I mean, it sounds tempting to me 3 years ago.
I mean, it's a bit late now.
Yeah, I'm in too deep. But yeah,
can you not, like, rip a CSV of the names of the videos that you released from YouTube and import that into a spreadsheet and then, like, Control F and...
I mean, that is assuming that I used a naming convention for these videos. I very much went off piste for quite a few of these. I mean, there are a couple of videos that repeat the same pedal as well. Like, I know the Joyo Aquarius, I can't remember which one it's called. That has got it's a 2-part video because there are 8 sounds within the pedal. It's like a multi-delay. So I did 4 of them, going through all of the tones that you can have with that with those sounds, and called that the sensible versions. And then, like, the last couple were like Bit Crusher and, like, octave delay and stuff. So I put that in a separate video. So yeah, I know I've got that, and I know the Chevtone Honeyburst. I had, like, one of the early runs and did a No Talk All Tone of that, and then did the V2 as well. I'm pretty sure I've done a Tate Effects one twice as well, but no one's questioned me on it yet. But, like, the one that I'm doing this week is the TC Electronic Helix Phaser.
Have you really not done that?
No, I haven't.
Because I assumed you started with the entire run of the tone print pedals.
No, believe it or not, the first one was the Muskie Deluxe preamp.
Okay.
And that's, like, to date is my I think it's like the second most popular No Talk All Tone video. The top one being the Mojo.
Hey.
Yeah.
So I've still never tried properly.
I mean, I've got a bunch of them. I just need to send you one. But yeah, so I was on Instagram, and somebody, I think it was Cathal Daily, had put in like a group chat that we're part of. It was like, oh, I'm thinking of buying the Helix phaser. I went, hold on, I've got a video about that. Like, check it out. Search through all my videos, and it's like, can't believe it. I haven't got a video on that. So I said, yeah, I'll get on that as soon as. So I have done that one, and I've done the two. So there's vintage and there's smooth, and basically for my ear, it's like standard phase 90 and then like script 45.
Okay.
So with this, like the phase 90, it's really, you get a really kind of crunchy tone to it.
Yeah.
It's almost like it almost sounds driven.
It definitely doesn't sound like it's clean, does it? It sounds almost like it's an overdrive in itself as well as a phaser.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why it works.
Like, not massively. It's just kind of a little bit extra. Yeah,
and it gives, because of that extra kind of drive. I'm using air quotes here on an audio podcast. Not my.
At least you're not sharing a screen with the audio podcast.
That's it. It's not one of my smartest moments, but hey,
as you can see here, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just look at the diagram. They say the quote unquote the drive center, it adds saturation as well, which ends up it feels a bit more like a crunch tone. And then the smooth tone is that kind of script one where all of the dirty edges of the tone is kind of taken away. So you've basically got the two phase tones that you'd want. I can't think of any other phase tones that like beat those.
No. I actually removed the phaser off my board this week because I decided that the phase sound that is in my M5 is better than the X5 phaser that I've got, and I was like, I'm not using the M5 for delay anywhere near as much as I used to, so I'll just use that when I need a phaser. Yeah,
because that's got the phase 90 tone in it as well, and it's got a script tone as well, I think.
It has got a script tone. I'm using the script tone.
Well, there you go. But like if I had to choose one of the tones, I'd probably choose the vintage as my go-to, because it's basically a set and forget pedal. Even though you've got like the tone prints and whatnot in it, it's basically a set and forget. And I prefer that kind of crunchy phase tone. But it is not the best phaser. It is not the best phaser that I've tried. It's not far off. Like, it's very, very usable. And if I was gigging, I would probably use this one because it's got both sounds in it. Yeah. But it's not the best. And I do mention in the video, which I think is the best phaser that I've tried. So this one might surprise you. There you go, yeah. It's a bit of clickbait, that. Like audio clickbait. So yeah, I've done that. I also this week through the post, I got another TC pedal, one which I've been wanting for quite some time, and it's a little bit rarer now. Actually, I think they've just.
You shared this with the group, and I don't think I've ever seen one. I genuinely, I was like, what is it? I've never seen one of those, and I thought I'd seen all of those style like TC pedals. It's just one that's completely passed me by.
Yeah. So I mean, it's only because I'm a bit of a TC nerd that I knew about it. So within the kind of the tone print drive series, you had the Mojo. You had the Dark Matter, and I know that they're not tone prints, but they're in the same kind of form factor.
Yeah, same enclosure.
Yeah, they're kind of spiritually part of that series. Yeah. But I knew that they did a third, like the black sheep of the family, which was largely Panda sounding terrible. So I had to have it, didn't I? It's the Rottweiler distortion, and it's so where the Dark Matter you would expect to be like this snarling, just oversaturated distortion, and actually it's more like half of a rat. The Rottweiler is very much what you'd expect. Like, it's pretty much what I was expecting from the Dark Matter.
Yeah.
But I've not actually plugged it in yet. But I know from sound examples that I probably am not going to like it.
No, but I mean, if you've got every other pedal in that series,
yeah, and it's that, isn't it? I wanted to have like a full set of the drives because I've not got all of the tone print ones at all because, like bastards, they keep releasing them.
Well, I don't think you've got either the Hoff 2 or the Flashback 2, have you?
No, I've got a flashback. I've got one of the original flashbacks, and I'm not about to like sell that to replace it with a 2. I haven't got a Hoff. I haven't got a Hoff at all.
It's just mental to me.
Yeah, it's got to be on my list. I think the Hoff and the Viscous Vibe are like high on my list.
Yeah.
I could be convinced with the Sub and Up. I don't think I've ever got.
I'd forgotten they did a big one of them because didn't they do the mini Sub and Up before they did the big one?
No, they did the big one and then they did the little one, but it was very short succession. They did it very quickly, whereas they tend to do them
like
a
year and a half apart.
Yeah, something like that. And it didn't. If they did do it a year and a half apart, it didn't feel like that. Yeah. So yeah, I think like the quintessence, I have absolutely no interest in. Like, I don't need a harmonizer. And there's other ones as well. There's like the Alter Ego or something like that. The Alter Ego.
Is this another delay?
Yeah.
I did feel like there's another reverb as well, isn't there? There's 2 reverbs in the series, I think.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm gonna do something that I never do on the podcast, and I'm gonna Google it.
No, like carry on. I think you can manage to type without putting the microphone actually on the keyboard, so that's fine. Yeah, there's quite a few in that series. The new one as well, the slicer, whatever it is, whatever they call it. I've got no interest in that, but there's that one that John the John Petrucci signature one as well.
Yeah,
which was like flanger. Like, it was a bit like a multi effector, wasn't it? Where it had like a flanger in it, and it had like a distorter.
I remember being really weird, and that's about all I remembered about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And again,
apparently they didn't do another delay. There's another drive pedal. It was the delay pedal I must have been thinking of.
Yeah,
it wasn't the flashback.
Yeah, it's got that weird, like, kind of almost John Bonham Zeppelin logo kind of thing on it. But yeah, I could be convinced with that. But like, I'm not really. It's not one of these that I'm burning to have. But the Viscous Vibe I've always wanted since it came out, and I should own a Spark as well. To be fair, I should own a Spark. But I've demoed the Spark on my channel.
Yeah.
So hey. So yeah, the Rottweiler Distortion will probably be coming out next week. Other than that, I might do one if I can be bothered to set up the camera, because it will require a slightly different camera angle for this. But I might do the Sonic Cake Twiggy Blues, like the multi effects bar thing.
Yeah.
As like a monster no toggle tone. Because it's got like 4 effects in it. I mean, you can get through them quite quickly because there's not much going on. Like, there's a comp and there's a drive pedal and whatnot. But I don't know. We shall see. What time are we talking? We're making good time, I reckon. I'd like to say I reckon it's time for a quiz, but it's not because because I haven't prepared. Oh dear. And I'm not good enough to make a quiz up on the fly.
I've worked out why I thought there was another reverb pedal. It's because that fucking John Petrucci one is called the Dreamscape, which to me is the name of a reverb pedal, but it doesn't have any reverb in it.
I mean, that needs to be altered, doesn't it? Like theoretically, the Tone Print series pedals are basically the same thing on the inside anyway.
Yeah.
It's just they're programmed differently. So, pretty sure you could probably turn a Dreamscape into a Hoff.
And you'd enjoy it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would completely devalue the pedal because the Dreamscape is probably worth a lot more than the Hoff.
Yes, I think so.
Certainly
the Hoff 1 anyway.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the mass, so it wouldn't be a Hoff 2 either. So yeah, you've probably halved the value of your pedal, but
but you've made a wrong right in the world. Well, let's do some news anyway. So this week, actually, there was so much news to choose from that we got to be quite selective. The first of which is Fender have released some pedals.
Hey.
I know.
So was it last week we did the Gibson pedals? I mean, they're Maestro, but they're Gibson.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I believe so. We might not have. Did we? I can't remember. It was a long time. We
definitely did the Maestro pedals, but I can't remember if it was last week or the week before.
I think we did both because, like, the week before they hadn't been released yet, so we mentioned them, and then last week we ripped on them quite bad.
Well, it's okay, Gibson, because here we go with Fender.
Yeah, in the interests of fairness, we're gonna now spend 20 minutes ripping on Fender's pedals. So they released those big box pedals about 3 years ago, something like that, and they've been gently ticking over, not really lighting anyone's world on fire, but also not really going away. A bit like chlamydia. I mean, you can use that for your PR if you really want to. No, to be fair, like some of the people who do have them, like really rave about them, and especially the Pugilist Distortion and the Marine Layer. I hear really good things about those ones. But like we mentioned before the podcast, actually, we had a little bit of a chat, and we said if they were released in like the mid 2000s, they probably would be massive sellers.
Yeah, like that. The big thing for any of these brands is the ones that have like come to the party late. The Maestro, the Fenders. I can't remember who else I criticised about 18 months ago for coming back to the pedal market. I can't even remember who it was now, but
probably
it's
Boss.
Too late. It's far too late to mess around with standard 60 to 100 quid. Well, I mean, anything from 65 quid to 200 quid. That market is saturated as fuck as it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oversaturated. There's so much stuff in it. If you'd come into that market in 2000 and even 2008, okay, you'd have been competing with like the early TC stuff, and you know, like there was bits and bobs around, but for the most part, it was Boss or one or two others. Whereas now, it's there's like 800 pedals in that kind of just in the chorus section of that price range.
Oh yeah. It's made our job incredibly difficult when people ask us to draw upon our knowledge for like, oh, what chorus pedal should I buy within like I've got 150 quid, what should I buy? It's like, do whatever you like, mate.
Go to a guitar store and try one, because fuck me, there's so many of them, I haven't done it yet. Yeah, you just get option paralysis and just go, actually, I don't need a chorus. Yeah, just type chorus into your favourite retailer's website, sort by the price things that you want, and then hit a randomizer.
Yeah, and just
or pick one that you like the look
it.
of. Cause I don't know what any of them sound like because there's too fucking many of them.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a new Maestro one apparently. It's got inbuilt tremolo or something. I can't remember. Right, so this Fender series is called the Hammer Tone, and they've got like a hammerite grey finish to them. They're all very uniform. They're very JHS 3 series.
Yeah, we both like. Yeah, you said it before the cast, and I was like, "Yeah, that's the first thing that came into my mind." Is, oh look, they're all the same color. Okay, you've changed the color of the knobs, which has made it a little bit clearer. But in the dark, if I buy 2 of these, I don't know which one I'm stepping on.
That's it. You keep them at opposite ends of the board just so that you give yourself a chance, don't you? And to be fair, like I posted it on my Insta this morning or yesterday morning. There was quite a bit of excitement for them. Some people were like excited about the chorus, about the fuzz, about the overdrive, and you're like, yeah, okay, it's like a similar kind of thing about like when JHS released 3 new 3 series pedals. Like, yeah, Tesco value guitar pedals. They've all got this kind of generic look to them. What I will say about the Fender ones though, those knobs are absolutely brilliant. They look awesome. Because they're like they're a bit like the knobs you get on like Fender amps, but then like the tips of the knobs are like molded to the color of the effect. So like the fuzz is purple, I think, and the chorus is like a aquamarine turquoisey color, and you've got like a blue delay, I think, and so on and so forth. I've not got the colours written down, I'll be honest.
Yeah. The only one I know you're right with is the purple is definitely the fuzz, because in the write-up they said that suggests who it might like be inspired by the sound, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, like another
fuzz pedal that sounds like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, so I mean,
because we don't have any of them around.
I mean, there was like that series, the Mickey Mouse series.
I was going to say the Mickey Mouse was,
and they had
put the knobs to make him look like.
They had 4 different Hendrix fuzzes, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right. So
was that EHX?
No, MXR, I think, or Dunlop, weren't it? Yeah, sorry, Dunlop. So yeah,
same thing, isn't it? But...
Yeah, exactly. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pedals within the range, which is decent. It's more than the Maestro range. You've got a distortion, an overdrive, a delay, a reverb, a flanger, a fuzz with octave, a metal. I'm assuming yet another distortion. Chorus and space delay.
Yes.
Because
normal delay doesn't create any space. You need a space delay to create space.
Yeah, this one's from the future. Yeah, maybe it's like analog delay versus like kind of ambient soundscapey delay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I imagine it's going to be like a soundscapey, worshipy kind of pedal.
Yeah, maybe. If it does the kind of Roland Space Echo type sounds, that would be really cool. And it would be really cheeky from Fender to call it the space delay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the distortion is going to be like a rap maybe, or like OCD style or something. And the overdrive is going to be a tube screamer. Mind you, they've got 2 band EQs for the distortion, the overdrive, and the metal, I think. So you get like a bass and a treble control rather than a overarching tone control.
Yeah,
which that's kind of cool. They like much like the JHS 3 series. They fit like a generic pattern for like a bunch of the pedals. So all of the drive ones minus the fuzz have got 4 knobs. All the rest of them have got 3 knobs, and then where the 4th knob would be on the bottom right-hand corner is 2 flick switches, like 2 mini switches.
Yeah.
Which surely will give you a bit of tonal options. The only one that doesn't follow that that formula is the fuzz, believe it or not, which has only got 1 switch. but I suppose that makes sense because what else are you going to add to that?
Unless you've got another circuit and the other switch changes it between a fuzz face and a muff or something.
Yeah.
But at that point, you need two different circuits in there.
Yeah, that is
then it's not going to be 79 quid.
No, exactly. Well, you could have like a bias switch where it goes from like full power to like
to dying battery.
Yeah, like spluttery. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool actually. But that's something you need on a potentiometer, not a switch.
Yeah,
because it depends on what's going into the pedal.
Yeah, as to how you can control it.
Yeah.
And just saying again, the price there made me think of the other thing that I said to you before the podcast, whereas this is basically their version of TC's 40 quid pedals, but for 100 quid.
Yeah. So they're not quite that bad. I think they're 65.
The majority. I'm talking in dollars, aren't they? Yeah, I think they're 65 to 93 pounds or something like that, and they're 70. I think it's $79 to $99.
Yeah, absolutely. It is exactly that.
If they go back in time 15 years and release these pedals, I'll talk highly about them, but like stop releasing shit into the same, like it's not, you're not breaking any new ground.
Yeah.
I've already got 3,000 things to choose from. I don't need another one, and I personally won't bother looking at them because there's enough out there that if I need a pedal, I don't want another thing to look at.
I mean, I've just remembered a comment on one of the on this post. I can't remember if it was on Facebook or on Insta because I share it to both. And I can't remember whether it was Chris Campbell or John Boy that said it, but they said like they're vying for those kind of entry level boss pedal market. I thought actually that's quite an astute observation because like a DS1 or an SD1 are around that price as well. Like within, like they're about 45, 50 quid, aren't they?
Yeah.
And
I mean, stop. Just there's enough there. Just leave it alone. Either come out with something really, really good and innovative, or just keep making guitars because that's what you're good at.
Yeah, they are. They announced this week that they're doing a baritone Telecaster in the Squire range.
Well, I mean, I got really high. I know we're not talking about this on the podcast, but I actually really like the anodized plate 40th anniversary Squires.
Yeah. Yeoman sent me them via WhatsApp like yesterday and just said, "Look."
And I know that they're really expensive for Squires. They're like 450 quid.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's an anodized plate Strat and Telly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, the telly got me. Got me good.
The black telly specifically, got me going, and I really like the burgundy color that Fender used that isn't burgundy, the burgundy and gold Strat, anodized plate. Just I don't need another. I don't need another guitar. What I really Fender or Squire. Just release a hardtail Strat that isn't a signature model that's $2,000. That's what you need to do next. I want a hardtail Strat.
I mean, you can release it in the Squire range as the Matt Quine signature Strat, and release it for like $450 with those delicious Tone Rider pickups in that aren't specified as Tone Riders. Yeah, yeah, just do that. Hardtail it. Yeah.
Release that's all I want.
Release it in like maybe 2 or 3 different colours. Matt's not even asking for a cut here.
No, I just make a fucking just
a
hardtail Strat. I'm actually this is another thing I was I don't know whether I mentioned this, but considering buying a hardtail Strat body and putting the neck from my Strat and the electronics from my Strat into a hardtail body because I hate the fucking tuning that much.
I mean, you could just deck the trem system, so it is essentially.
You could lock it, yeah, and I've considered that as well. But if I bought a hardtail Strat body, then I could finish it however I wanted to, and I wouldn't have a 3-tone sunburst Strat anymore. I'd have a pretty Strat.
You're not a fan of the 3-tone sunburst?
I don't like 3-tone or 2-tone sunburst. I don't like Fender's sunburst. It's a bit naff. It's a bit overdone. It's fine once 95% of it is worn away because Stevie Ray Vaughan has sweated on it, but you know.
Yeah, you know what? I understand it. I've got no qualms with it myself, but every beginner guitar comes in that. Yeah. And to be fair, I found that the cheap bursts on like Squires and the old like vintage and the Encores and stuff like that, I thought they looked better than the ones that Fender were producing. That with the 3-tone that went to like orange in the centre. You're just like,
and whatever, I can't remember if it's a 3-tone or a 2-tone, but the double bound custom telly that I got, there's the classic vibe custom telly.
Yeah.
Whatever the burst on that is, because of the binding, looks okay. I think I like it a lot more with the binding than like just on a Strat, especially where there's nowhere to bind the body on a Strat because of the way that the Strat body is.
Yeah, it's all rounded corners, isn't it?
Unless you give it that weird top, like I think they have done a couple of times, but it just looks really. I don't know whether it's actually a Fender thing or whether other companies have done it with that shape, but it never looks right. So I think what I really want to do is probably get an unfinished body, stain it black, sand it back, then stain it pink to fill in those gaps that would have been wood coloured, and then like varnish it or whatever you do, oil it to give it a top coat to seal it, and that's what I want to do. I think so. It looks like almost like pink and black zebra.
I mean, I'm down with that. Can I get one of those as well? I'll happily have a hardtail.
That's what's going through my head in a minute. But like, I know somewhere that I can get a body for about 150, 160 quid.
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all. I mean, I really want a new neck for one of my guitars. So maybe we just buy a full guitar
and split out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that's putting me off that is if I need to shim the neck when it goes into the new body, I can't be arsed with that shit.
I mean, that's what old plectrums are for. And I know that will make like people who do it properly wince, because it essentially will just end up putting a dent in the cavity of my neck. And I know this, but it fixes it for now, and that's good enough for me.
So I don't know whether you saw, but the Guitar Geek Andy posted on, I can't remember if it was on his own page or whether it was just separately, what do you do with old plectrums? Is that what you do with old plectrums? Is it fill neck pockets with them? Yeah,
you have to cut them down as well, because if they're full size, it shims too much. So you have to like cut them in half, pretty much.
Because my answer to that was, I lose them before they become old plectrum.
Yeah, I mean that's an option too. It's mainly like old plectrums that are just too thin for me now, because I use like Jazz 3s and stuff like that. I mean, the one that I'm gravitating towards at the moment is that coconut bad boy from Trident's, and
I use the Jazz 3.
That's probably about 2.5 mil, that is, and it's just beautiful. It's just amazing. But yeah,
pretty much exclusively use either the yellow Jazz 3s or the black Jazz 3s that are slightly smaller.
Yeah, and if you tried to shim a neck with one of those, you'd end up with a neck that just it just wouldn't ring out. It'd just choke all the way up the neck.
Yeah.
So you need those little flimsy little shitty plectrums.
The ones that are a bit like paper.
Yeah. Pro tip, there you go. That's what you do with crap plectrums. So yeah. We've got some more news. And talking about guitars, Epiphone Epiphone. They've been doing some alright stuff. I've been really digging the inspired by stuff, which is like with the new headstock and whatnot. They've been cool. They've now announced a Joan Jett signature Epiphone. It's not even a Les Paul because it's kind of double cut.
Was it not Marauder? It begins with an M. I'd never heard of it before. I'll tell you that now for nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a bastardized Junior.
No, it's not. It's a thing.
Okay,
it's a thing, and I don't know what the thing is.
Right, I'm gonna give you some specs on this one. So it's a mahogany body and neck, and it's a set neck as well. It's got an Indian laurel board, got a Graphtec nut, and you get a Premier gig bag with it. It has got a named humbucker. The humbucker is called Steve. It's called the Power Hammer Pro. So it's not just like generic like ceramic bullshit booker. It's theoretically a legit booker. Sounds like a hotter Gibson sound. It's like a weird like zebra pickup, but with like a cream surround on it as well, which I kind of was into. It's a single volume control, so I mean it's dead to me. The fact that it's got one pickup it's hard times, but the fact that there's no tone control as well with that, just why do this? Why?
What is that other control? There's something.
Yeah. So that's a kill switch. That is.
Okay. Apparently, it doesn't have another name, and I was just imagining things.
Yeah, I thought it was just
called the Joan Jett Olympic Special.
Yeah, look, it's a weird kind of offsetty double cut, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a rounded off Yamaha Revstar.
Cool. Yeah, I dig those. I dig the Joan Jett slightly less. I'd probably just have a Revstar because they put the right amount of pickups in the guitar as well. And you can get them with P90s as well. You know what? Let's forget the Epi Joan Jett. Let's stop reporting on that. Let's just talk about Revstars for the next 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, to find that information, I googled Epiphone Joan Jett, and the first result was actually a vintage V130 with a P90 in it, with a tone control and a volume control. So basically, that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Les Paul Jr. with a P90 and a tone control.
And how much are they selling that for?
Half the price of it.
Well, there's the top tip, really, isn't it? So even though we are ripping on it a little bit, I imagine these are going to sell like hotcakes. They're going to fly off the shelves because you've got like a little cult following of I know the guitar nerds boys, Packham and the squeaky voiced one, not Branton, Jake Ross. That's it, Jake Ross. They were like they both had massive bonus for the Gibson run Joan Jetts. So like knowing that there's gonna be like a little cult following going with these, and they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell real quick. They are 430 quid.
Yeah, which is a bit steep.
Yeah, I mean, consider it like it is a signature model, so that's going to bump up the price. It has got it's got named stuff on it, like the Pro Hammer Booker or whatever the fuck it was called, Steve the Humbucker, and it's got CTS pots or a CTS pot.
And I mean that's all well and good, but like it doesn't look like it's a rosewood board. It looks like it's maybe Indian laurel or something along those lines.
It definitely is.
So it straight away. It looks like it's halfway between a rosewood and a maple neck, and I hate that.
Yeah, that kind of halfway house, and it's like,
yeah, it's too poo brown. And the headstock is fucking hideous.
Oh yeah, like those the really
it's
thin.
Just an extra piece of neck with a chip out the top.
Yeah.
Just no, like it's a really good concept, and actually, I said it's really expensive, but thinking about it, the way Epiphone and like Gibson and Mexican Fenders and everything like that is going, actually for a signature model, it's probably in the right ballpark.
Oh yeah, like in terms of like what it is, it's priced right, I'd say.
But I just
it doesn't sit right with me.
No, I mean I actually love playing punk songs and that kind of stuff, and if like one bridge pickup guitar is absolutely perfect for that with a humbucker in it.
Yeah,
but I don't think I'd spend 431 quid on one. I think I'd probably get a Harley Benton for 150 quid.
Yeah. For 400 quid, you can get a guitar with 2 pickups, or even 3. So
going all out.
That's it. Oh, like going back to vintage again. They did a Strat with 3 P90 pickups in it.
They did, yes.
And it's just so mental, and it's probably the same price as this. So my top pick here would be just go for that weird vintage with 3 P90s in it instead.
Don't look at this. Go for a Strat with 3 P90.
Yeah, and that is the pick of the week. We're gonna wrap up this podcast with one final bit of news, like a bit of news / discussion, which it's talking about the musical climate, really, isn't it? And just generally just a guy who's been an absolute dude, and one who's been a douche. So Neil Young, ironically named now, because he old. But yeah, like Crosby, Young, Still, and Nash, or whatever it was. I don't know. He was part
Stills, Nash, and Young.
That's the one.
Because it was Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then he joined.
There you go. So you know more about this than I do. He's taken offence to Joe Rogan, who is the ultimate bro podcaster, I believe. I'm going to put my hands up and say that I have not listened to any of Joe Rogan's stuff.
The only stuff of Joe Rogan's I've ever listened to was what's the angry American right wing media fella that everyone takes the piss out of, that's a tin hat and does all that. He lied about, or he claimed that Sandy Hook was a hoax and the fluoride in the water's turning the frogs gay. Oh, what's his name?
I mean, that's quality.
He's basically a meme in the UK. He was banned from Twitter. He was banned from YouTube. He's in one of the southern states, and he's just like and he went on the Joe Rogan podcast. I think he's been on like twice, and it's just 4 hours of just the weirdest shit in the world you've ever been talked about. And he claims like at 13-year-old he had a 45-year-old woman pregnant, and it's just the most utter nonsense, but it's absolutely hilarious because obviously on the Joe Rogan podcast they're all doing weed and they're all just getting high, and it just spirals out of control. Is that
what it's all about then?
Yeah, well, the Joe Rogan podcast was the reason that what's his name isn't head of Tesla technically anymore, because he went on there and was doing weed and he had to step down from his position. Elon Musk went on and did weed, and then he got sacked by Tesla, or removed from one position into another by Tesla. And yeah, like that's basically who Joe Rogan is. He's just a massive bro, like he's a 40-year-old man pretending he's a 16-year-old stoner.
Yeah, like hasn't really graduated from mom's basement.
Yeah, basically his studio looks exactly like you think a man living in his mother's basement would look like. Like it's just, yeah.
Okay, so I think like from that summation, you can see which side of the fence we sit on. But let's report the story. So Neil Young has heard some of what's been going on with Joe Rogan's podcast, and basically he's stating that they're spreading misinformation about COVID and about the vaccines in particular. Which again, I can't say for certain because I've not listened to any of it, but I assume he's probably done a bit more research than I have.
There's a few key ones. There was one episode just after he had it where he said he had COVID, and then he said I can't remember if it was horse medicine or horse tranquilizer, but he was suggesting people go out and buy this vet's medicine to inject in themselves if they get COVID because it cures it straight away. And then he had a guy on who was basically claimed to be a doctor and then was saying how that COVID was a hoax and it's just for getting you injected with vaccines and controlling the people and, you know, having leaders all control you. And like there's been a few other episodes and he's definitely like doesn't believe in COVID being a thing. And and Spotify as a company have tried to make sure that they appear the other way and very supportive towards, you know, like the lockdowns and, you know, that kind of like people who are actually trying to like care for other people. And obviously they pay Joe Rogan millions of pounds for an exclusivity deal.
Yeah, so they're sitting on both sides of the fence, or they're at least pretending to sit on both sides of the fence there, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, so the crux of it is that Neil Young has basically given them an ultimatum and said, look, this guy is doing some quite harmful things in spreading this information. So you either get his podcast or you get my music, which I think is probably fair enough. And it seems very much in character for the man. I believe he is. I mean, he quite famously gave me some instructions on what I should do in the free world. And as far as I'm aware, Joe Rogan has remained quiet on that front.
Yes, I'm not sure I've ever heard Joe Rogan mention anything about what we should do in the free world.
Indeed. Whereas Neil Young has told me categorically that I should keep on rocking.
Yeah.
And I'm very much pro rocking.
Absolutely.
Especially in the free world. So yeah, I think there's not been a full conclusion to the story yet.
Yes, there has. Neil Young is no longer on Spotify.
Well, I did. I googled Neil Young and Spotify, and it seemed to suggest that his music was still on there currently, but there has been an announcement that it's being taken off at least. Anyway,
I'm on Spotify now.
Oh, breaking news!
Young, it's still on there. But I've literally just been in an article saying that he's no longer going to be on Spotify.
Yeah. It's like the ball is rolling, and it will be a case where Neil Young is ejected from the Spotify catalog. What would be really funny is if you type in Neil Young into Spotify and it says, "Do you mean Joe Rogan?" That would be quite funny. So yeah, it's not quite concluded yet. The memes have been great. Of
course they have.
Yeah. Like, essentially the crux of a lot of the memes have been like pictures of like homeless men with Neil Young's face photoshopped on it. And then it said like Neil Young after not receiving the 43 cents from Spotify's. Yeah. They don't pay their artists, do they?
Yeah, I've seen like a lot of people are also using the joke in the comments to any of the articles that Lynyrd Skynyrd were right that a Southern man don't need him around anyhow.
Fair play. I mean, I think we have to be slightly careful because we as a podcast are featured on Spotify.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure Spotify aren't going to pull us for my opinion, but if they want to, then I will happily step back so that we can rejoin Spotify.
You know what? I think I'd prefer you on the podcast rather than being on Spotify, if I'm quite fair. No offense, Spotify, but I don't like. We are a very, very small fish in a very large pond here, so I think we might get away with this one.
Yeah, we might do, but I mean, yeah, it's. I'm not too fussed about Spotify, but I do think that like if somebody is spreading COVID misinformation, something should be done, and people seem to be using the argument of whatever amendment it is to their stupid constitution, and I'm sure I've just offended a load of people. Sorry, but like whatever that is, it Second Amendment that is my right to say whatever the fuck I want, regardless of whether it's factual or non-factual. Because that's not what it actually says, is it? It's you're allowed free speech, but if you're inciting hatred and any of these other things, you're fine to say it, but you'll suffer the consequences. Nowhere in it does it say you won't suffer the consequences for lying through your teeth.
Yeah, it's not free speech without consequence. You can say it, yeah.
Yeah.
Whether or not you get pimp slapped because of it is a completely different story. But yeah, I think there was also an amendment about bear arms as well. You're allowed a pair of bear's arms in your domicile.
Yeah,
I think Family Guy did a joke about that, didn't they? Shit, like I'm getting old. But I think that's where we need to end the podcast for today. It doesn't get any better than referencing 20-year-old Family Guy episodes. So we've peaked. We've peaked at least for this week. So I'm going to extend a thank you. Thank you. That was whispery. That was ASMR. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think the noise gate might get that actually. So if you got some ASMR thank yous, that's an extra special thank you. The extra special thank you goes to our Patreon backers, and for as little as $2 a month, you can be part of these people. The exclusive crew, they are as follows: Mr. Andrew Bimson, Mr. Adam Yeomans, Mr. Doug Christ, 37 Effects of the Just Surprised Me podcast, and the Masters of the Cinematic Universe, which very recently I appeared on.
You did, and you've cost me another 3 hours for my week.
Oh, 3 glorious hours.
Because I'm not in a bad way, by the way. I'm not saying that he ruined my way. I really enjoyed the podcast, and now I've started listening to the back catalogue and waiting for new episodes to drop.
Yeah, I'm very much the same. I have to wait each week for new episodes.
For the back catalogue, I'll probably select the movies that I enjoy as opposed to. I mean, I'm not sitting through 15 hours of fucking Star Trek Wars.
Star Trek Wars, yes. Yeah, don't listen to. I mean, listen to them all, but if you're gonna like choose not to listen to one, Seek and Destroy is the one to not listen to.
Okay.
I mean, they reference it quite often as being the worst movie ever.
Okay.
So
noted. Possibly
avoid that one. Although it's quite an entertaining podcast, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably entice me in more than things like Star Wars. And I mean, I know they've done Back to the Future, and I actually quite enjoyed that film. But
Back to the Future is wicked.
Yeah, I'd probably do that. I'm surprised at some of the films that they have done over some films that they haven't. Like, I didn't expect Tropic Thunder to be in there, and I've just finished listening to the Tropic Thunder episode, and it's one of my favourite films, and they're all talking about it exactly this kind of same way as me. Like, you can't really say anything that they've said on it now, but it was perfect for the time, and actually it was funny. It wasn't offensive because it was satire on. It wasn't making jokes itself. It was joking about the way that Hollywood is, not about itself.
Yeah. And Tropic Thunder is. I mean, I was part way through a Patreon show, so I'll probably
My bad.
I'll probably end up doing that. But Mr. Chris, your podcast is excellent. We've got huge erection.
Way.
Well, hey, indeed. We've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups, quality pickups, and Mr. Brian Gare of the Tone Jerks podcast and the Second Button podcast. And once again, a podcast that has forced me into a habit of watching things. I'm now kind of midway through season 3, I think, of Seinfeld. I'm actually further ahead than the podcast at the moment, so I'm going to have to go back and watch some. But yeah, it's not bad. Their podcast is arguably better than the show. So there you go. And if you want to catch me online, it is Facebook, Instagram, youtube.com/BudgetPedalChap. BudgetPedalChap YouTube channel is the home to the No Talk All Tone series. And this week, we do the Helix Phaser. Pew, 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 pew. Because that's what a phaser sounds like. And Matt, you are Heel_Matt Q at the internet.
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram.
Indeed. And that's where we're going to end the podcast for today, because I'm forgetting how to speak. So, from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, from Mr. Matt Quine, say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Whee! It will be a tatty bye. And good night, please.
Bye.
How many reindeer does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
8. 1 to screw in the light bulb, and 7 to hold Rudolph down. All very dark.